So there's a YouTube channel I like listening to or watching. It's called Mind Pump Show, and these guys are all or maybe some of them are still do, fitness trainers that have been in the trenches for decades. Many of them professional bodybuilders at one time, or muscle men, whatever. And so they give a lot of feedback on a wide range of health benefits and things like that. So today they were talking about some diets that you should try, and there's a few of them that I'd like to definitely comment on. One is fasting. Not that I would say that would be a regular diet that you should do every day, but to do it regularly enough for the health benefits and the mental state that you don't have to eat all the freaking time. And we're not meant to, because it's hard on our body processing food all the time. And when you stop eating for a while, it lets your body repair itself. That's what's called autophagy, right? And it'll also burn off this brain fog, because it's all caused by sugar. So it rapidly depletes your body of sugar. So you're going to get a lot of relief and inflammation, water retention. You're going to flush out a ton of water. You're going to feel great. Just got to get past the hangry things, which is, that really is just a psychological thing, because we've conditioned ourselves of when we're hungry. It's not that we're starving. I mean, Jesus went 40 days without eating, and there's been people who've gone a lot longer than that with some mild supplements. So you're not starving. It's just your body's used to eating. So fasting, definitely, unless there's some medical reason why, like maybe you have an eating disorder, you know what I mean, anorexia or something like that. But other than that, everybody should be fasting, just for the mental state, and certainly the health state. Certainly, just for the healthiness of it, of feeling better, mental clarity, cell regeneration, reduction in inflammation. Phenomenal. Okay. Number 2 is keto, and I did keto. I went hardcore for 90 days straight keto. I mean, just got whack. I mean, I wasn't really heavy. I was probably only 190 pounds, but I dropped down to like 155, like woof. I mean, it's amazing when you get the carbohydrates and the sugar out of your body, what your body will do. It's just, you have no idea what your weight should be once you get that junk out of your system. So just saying. But again, same thing, mental clarity, tons of energy, because there's a lot of high healthy fat in that diet. You're gonna feel full longer. So fasting, like intermittent fasting, is a lot easier. You're gonna feel great. So I would highly recommend doing keto. I don't do keto all the time. It is a tool in your toolbox, okay? It is easier than many other things to stick with in terms of lifestyle, because there is quite a range of things you can have. But still, you gotta be careful where you're going out to eat and things like that. So, but anyway. The third thing I would recommend, again, is, and I don't do this all the time, is a strict carnivore diet. Just all protein, all meat, mostly red meat. And again, it's going to have all the same effects in terms of massive results. It's also really good for clearing up autoimmune issues or gut issues, because you're getting right to the core. You know what I mean? And you can sustain yourself just eating meat. You can. There's plenty of medical doctors that even do it. You can. So whatever they say that you have to have, greens or something like that, false. Okay? Meat will give you everything you need. Is it hard to maintain? Yes, of course. Who wants to eat meat all the time and have no variety? I mean, imagine trying to go out to eat or have dinner with your friends and things like that. It's very, very tough. But all the things: energy, mental clarity, reduction in inflammation. I mean, it's going to clean it, fix gut issues, autoimmune issues. So short-term bursts of that is really good as well. So those things, I've had experience with them. All three of those things, I've had experience with them. I don't do them all the time. They're a great thing to keep in your toolbox. Okay. The other two things they touched upon is bulking up, which in a healthy way. So you're talking like whole foods, but eating more of it. Now, these would be in situations where you might have somebody who hasn't worked out, maybe they're somebody who's just done a ton of cardio their whole life. Well, and they've never lifted any weights. Well, if you're experiencing lifting weights for the first time, adding more calories, but healthy calories, and getting strength training in a few times a week can be phenomenal, because you need to add more calories, for muscle development. And honestly, it's super hard to grow muscle anyway. So people who think they're going to bulk up, or that they're going to blow up with muscles by strength training, it's not going to happen. That's very hard to do. But for instance, like women, they can get tone and incredible definition if they're eating more healthy food and strength training. Their body will look incredible compared to somebody who just starves themselves and just runs miles and miles and miles on a treadmill. Check it out for yourself. 100% true. And the last way is going all vegan. That's just not my cup of tea. I think some people it is. But that's just another thing people should try. I do have a friend. He's probably will see this, David, and he went all vegan, and he just trimmed right down, big time, looked fantastic. So yeah, for sure, it'll work. I just think that these are things you should have in your toolbox, that you try, that you do when you need them to. Otherwise, moderation. Stay active, lift weights. Muscle is your calorie burning machine. Lift weights, all right? Running, walking is good. Nothing wrong with that. It's good. But lift weights is a requirement. That's going to help you with your diet by far, in having more flexibility in your eating strategy, okay? So lift weights, and then eat mostly sensible. But if you want to have dessert sometimes, whatever. And when you feel your pants are getting a little tight or something, you pull the trigger on one of these things. Do it 24, 48 hour fast. Go keto for a few weeks. It's easier to maintain once you get to where you want to go. It doesn't take a lot. Once you get to where you want to go, to maintain it, with just a couple days a week of exercise and mostly eating pretty decent, okay, it doesn't take long. Now, but when you're first starting out, I would say, and you've got a lot of weight to lose, I would say try and be more, disciplined about it for a longer period of time, so that you see results and don't get discouraged. But here's the other thing, and I get it. Everybody wants to lose weight fast when they're heavy. I get it. It's very hard to do fast and maintain. It's very hard. People can starve themselves for 40 days and they'll lose, 30 pounds or 40, whatever. It's hard to maintain. You're really are better off thinking more health conscious. What is healthy for my body? what is fuel for my body, right? And the weight loss will come as a result of that. So getting more active, treating your body right, training your body and feeding it the right fuel, you will, as a byproduct, you will lose weight and you will look great. All right? As always, if I can help, let me know. Love you guys. Go get 'em, Warriors. Take care.